Yeah, y'all doing out there in video land? This is Stiletto coming at you from the Wild Wild West. Okay, well, it's time for assembly. Time for assembly. Parts have been all polished. Look at that, people. Did it come out great or what? Beautiful. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful, people. One of you guys will be receiving a custom hand polish by myself. Oh, yeah. 8010 light with original goat gun stock scales. These are the gun stocks. This is for the MSI model, but these are the gun stock scales for the 8010. And it's going to be custom polished like this, people. It'll look like this. All right, so let's go ahead and put this new beauty together. This is going to be my new one for the next year. Last year I had the aluminum one. This year it's going to be the titanium model. Okay. So we got the bearings. Got everything we need. What about our little screws for the pocket clip? Where are those at? Okay, let me see. Where did I put them? Or did I put them in here? No, don't see them in there, people. But we're going to move on without it. We'll come back to it. I'll find them later. I misplaced them somewhere. I know they've got to be right around here somewhere. Can't be too many different other places. All right. Yeah, we'll come back to it. Yeah, I don't see it on the floor anywhere. Okay. All right, let me see what we're doing here. Oh, maybe we put it in a box. I remember taking them out, though. These are the ones for the other knife. Okay, so I'm going to do it this one. Okay, let's put it together, people. Looking at all my screws, make sure I got all the right screws. I got 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And I got the 2 for the pocket clip. Needed the pocket clip screws. Got that one for the front. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 5. 4, 5. A lot of screws in this one. Okay. I think those are the pocket clip screws right there. Okay, so maybe I took them out the package. Maybe that's what happened. Because we got too many screws. All right, people. Let's get busy with it. Okay. Always like to sort of figure out which side I need to be working with first. And it's this side. The pocket clip side. I'm going to put that side together first. Which one is the right one? This one goes on the other side. I can tell by the little bit of wear mark it has in it. T6. I mean T8. All right, this is gonna be nice, people. It's coming out. It came out really nice. One thing about the original Go kits, though, you got to wait for them. You got to be patient for these kits. But when you do finally get them, they're really nice. It makes it worth the wait. I've waited as long as 5 months for some of these kits that I have. I have about 6 or 7 on order right now for other models. Oh, that looks so nice. The pocket clip can be kind of tricky. I'm not sure, but I think these are supposed to be pocket clip screws. Let's find out. Make sure these fit first. No, it's a different size screw. So it's not for that. How about these? All right. This pocket clip can be kind of tricky because it's got these little pieces on it. And you got to put the screws in first. If you can get the screw to stay in there. And the back piece goes on this that you screw into. One came out already. Can be a pain in the butt, people. But once you get it on, it's on. I leave them on. I don't take them back off again. You know, I'm going to come back to that. I'll do that last. But you know, I can't do it last. So I can't do it last. I got to get it in. Got to get it in. Because we won't be able to put it on later. That's why. Went through that before. Well, it seems like it'd be better to have a driver that's not magnetized. Seems like the magnet pulls it out of the... Let me see if I can start it first. Do it like that. One in. Let me get this one started. Okay, we got one started. Hope everybody's doing good out there. Okay, there we go. We got it. That was a booger. We finally got it, people. All right. Now we can move on. Now the rest of it just fly together. The hardest part is putting on the pocket clip. This is going to look good. This is going to be a beautiful knife. Flaps go to the front. All right, now we're ready for bearings. Get the spring, lube up the spring a little bit. All right. Got that all mounted nice. Put it back in. Now it's time for the bearings and the blade. Then we'll be buttoning it up. So close, people. Almost done. Almost done. It's a long process today. Skiff bearings going in next. Phosphorus bronze cage, milled cage skiff bearings. A little drop of oil. Blade goes on next. All right. A little bit of grease on the bearings. A little drop of oil. Next goes on the next cover. Everything all nice and fitting, nice and tight. Wipe off any excess grease and oil. Now the finishing touch. All right. Pop the pivot screw in. Back all the way down. Next, put on your other little screws. Little T8 screws. You have a couple extra because you don't have the left side pocket clip holder. So it'll be a couple extra screws that you're not using. All right. Now we're all together, people. We're all together now. All together now. All right. Save our old bearings. Keep all the parts and things together. These were the extra screws I was looking for earlier. All right. We're done. We're just going to do a little final polish on it. Final buffing. Let's go ahead and tighten all the screws down. Make sure they're nice and tight. Do a finger tight. 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 And I didn't check the ones on the stop pin yesterday on mine. So we're going to check these right now. Finger tight. Finger tight. Okay. Just had to double check them, people. All right, let's go ahead and buff it out. Do a final polishing on it. All right. We should be good to go now. You know, I didn't do my final adjustment on it, huh? Okay. See what we got. Perfectly centered. Perfectly centered. It's a little bit loose, so it does need a final adjustment. Need a 20. That's a 15. Need a 20. I got to bring this one back out. Need a 20 on that one. Come from the side. Let that one hold it. This is the one that we're going to adjust with. Okay, let's see what we got there. Perfectly centered. Beautiful, people. Look at that. No side to side at all. Oh, I love the sound it makes. Woo. See what I'm saying? It's got a different sound. Oh, that's sweet. That is sweet. That is beautiful, people. All right, let's do our final polish. We're done. We have completed another one, people. We have completed another one. Another mission successfully accomplished. We are tools to the rescue. All right. Let's do a final buff. people. Let's go ahead and change the atmosphere a little bit. Then we'll have our little final discussion. I know it's a long video. All right. Gotta clean my tabletop rag, huh? Or cloth, or whatever you want to call it. First up, oh yeah, purple. The big purple MSI. All right. Next up, the next one, new one for this year. Oh yeah, titanium gunstock. Titanium gunstock. What we have last year? My light one last year was the. Oh no, wait a minute. That's the G10 model. The G10. That's a collector. What we have last year? Last year we had the. Oh yeah, carbon fiber Vortex Engineering. Vortex Engineering from Australia. Carbon fiber scales. And we also had aluminum. The aluminum MSI with the MM2 pattern. Love them, people. Compare the aluminum to the titanium now. It's got a little bit different color. Titanium's got more of a yellowish to it. Aluminum's more white. Or, I don't know, when it's highly polished, it has that chrome type finish, but it's got like more of a, I would call it white metal. Titanium's more of a yellowish metal. They have a different color. So like on here, you can see the difference in colors. This has a titanium backspacer with aluminum scales. And you can see the difference in the coloring. Whereas this one, it all matches because it's all titanium. This is grade 5 titanium too. All titanium that they use for knives, people, it does have aluminum mixed into it because titanium by itself is too brittle. So they need to mix, they have to mix in aluminum with it to make it not be so brittle. Look at that, people. It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Couldn't be happier. Couldn't be happier. I love my MSIs, people. I highly recommend the MSI. You know, we've all heard the things on cutting board reviews, you know, but I must admit, the MSI is one of my favorite knives to carry. For an everyday work knife, and sure, you know, if it need be, it could be a self-defense folder, you know, but that's not the reason why I carry. I carry because I like it. I like it as a work knife. To me, it's like a really nice big utility knife. I used to like to carry the Demko shark's foot folders all the time, but I felt that was a little bit too short. I always wanted it to be a little bit longer. And then they came out with this model of the Sheepsfoot blade, you know, instead of the shark's foot blade, aka Sheepsfoot blade, right? They came out with this one. And to me, it was a perfect size. It was a perfect length. It was a perfect size. It was perfect for everything. And this is the one I decided I wanted to invest in. And I love it. And then I saw the cutting board reviews where, you know, he was talking about the spine whacking. I tried spine whacking mine. I didn't do the super hard spine wax like he does, you know, because I'm not trying to destroy stuff. You know, these knives, I buy knives for me, people. I buy them because I use them. And lots of knives I collect, but a lot of the knives I get, I actually use. I like to use different knives all the time. I don't like to use the same things all the time. I like to use different things. And so I like having a variety of knives. And there's not that many different knives that I really do like. I don't know if you ever really pay attention to my collection. A lot of them have a lot of repeat knives in them. Look at this. You got 5 of the same knives. They've all been modified differently, and they were all purchased at different times. But, you know, they're the same model. Why? Because I love this model. I have other Microtechs, but this is the only one I got 5 copies of. You know, I have 2 amphibians and 5 of these. I don't have any stitches. And I have a couple of balisongs from Microtech back in the 1990s. The titanium balisongs they used to make. But I don't really have a whole lot of Microtechs because most of their knives are automatics. And I can't carry those where I live, so I have no interest in them. Only knives I really have a lot of interest in are either, you know, manual or, you know, assisted. I like assisted knives too. You know, that's the closest I can get to an automatic, like the Swift 3. But these right here are some of my favorites, people. I like these as much as I like the Demkos. I like because these are just fun to use. And you all know me, I like knives that are fun to use, people. It's got to be, all knives can cut, all knives can slice, all knives can stab, All knives can do all those kind of things, you know, but not all knives are fun to fidget with. There's only a few of them that are really great at it. As far as like, you know, being able to fidget and not fall apart when you fidget with them. And the MSI, the RAM-LOK, the RAM safe lock is one of those type of locks that's ideal for fidgeting. Just like an axis lock is ideal for fidgeting, axis type locks, or what we call them crossbar locks. Those are ideal for fidgeting too, in my opinion. But one of my favorites is this one. I like this one a little bit better than the axis lock because it's easier to use. Absolutely love it, people. Absolutely love it. Highly recommend it. And here's the new one. Oh yeah. The new one, the new titanium MSI. I highly recommend this one, people. You saw me put it together. It was a long process. It took us all day long, but we finally conquered it. We got it all done, people. I hope you all like it. Peace. Stiletto.